joining. My name is Sarah. I'm filling in for Z. It's a pleasure to be here with you. We are going to start in a seated posture. So if you'd like to just get yourself set up in that way, you can take a cross-legged seat. And then from here, the hands will go on the knees approximately. We're going to take circles with the torso. So moving in one direction, and this could be a small range of motion, or this could be a full range of motion, going all the way forward and all the way back. And as we do this, become more aware of your breath. Take a fuller breath in, let it all the way out. And then we'll do the same thing, other direction. Again, a full breath in and a full breath out. And we'll come to centered stillness. Take your hands back behind you. Take your fingertips so they're pointing away from you. So you've got like a kickstand for the upper chest. And then here the blades are coming together. The heart is lifted. You can take the gaze up. The head can go back all the way, any amount. Open up the front of the throat, the chest. Take a nice breath in all the way to the top. Exhale it out. The head will come to neutral. We'll take the hands in front of us, and this becomes a gentle forward fold. So you can stay uplifted or you can bow as deeply as you like. And then in this bow, you can be still or you can sway. Okay, we'll slowly take a breath in and come on up. Let's unpack the legs. Give them a little shaky shake, a wiggle. And then from here, we'll come back into a cross-legged seat, but with the opposite leg on top or in front, however you were seated. And then we'll keep the torso long. So we're sitting upright, but not rigid. Then from here, hi, welcome. The shoulders are over the hips, and we can relax the hands wherever they landed. And then from here, we're taking a look over the left shoulder, but try not to turn the torso as you do this. So the torso stays neutral, but it's just the head that is looking to the left. So we can get a nice stretch in the neck, relax the brow, the hinge of the jaw. Take a nice breath. And then we'll switch directions. Take a look to the right. Try to not let the left shoulder come forward, but keep it stacked over the hips. Just looking to the right. And then we'll take this range of motion. Look left. And then again right. Try to keep the chin level. Again left. And right. Okay, head is coming to neutral. Let's take left ear to left shoulder. Try to not let the shoulders lift up, but keep the shoulders relaxed. Take a nice breath. Let it out. And then right ear, right shoulder. And then we'll take this range of motion without pause. Left ear, left shoulder, and then right. Again, left. And right. Okay, head is coming to neutral. We're tucking the chin in towards the base of the throat. This is different than just dropping the chin into the chest, because then we have a tendency to round in the upper back. So think about almost taking your head back slightly, the back of the head back slightly, and then tucking the chin into the base of the throat. So you've got a nice stretch across the back of the neck, but also the chest remains broad. And then we'll take the gaze up. Head goes back any amount. And then again, the chin tucks. Gaze lifts. And then the head comes neutral, and just take a few breaths here for free form movement with the head and neck. Just explore whatever the needs are of this area. There's no wrong way to do it. Just take a few breaths to get into the nooks and crannies of this place. Okay, a few shoulder rolls when you come to center. We're taking a bow on this side now. Coming forward, you can stay uplifted if you need to. You can come forward as far deep into a fold as you like, forearms coming down. And then if you'd like to stay still, you can remain still. If you'd like to take a few rocks left and right, you can swing and sway. Just coming into the hips and the low back. Okay, let's inhale to sit up. We'll unpack the legs once again. You can give the toes a little wiggle and the ankles a shake out. And then let's come into a reverse table. So the soles of the feet are down, the knees are bent, the hands are back behind you, and let's have the fingertips facing the same direction as the toes. Push down into the feet and lift the hips. You can keep your gaze down your thighs. Take a breath in. Exhale, let the hips drop. We'll do it again 2 more times. Push down and lift. Exhale, descend. Last time, push and lift. And take a seat. Okay, from here, the feet will come together. Knees are still bent, feet together. We'll take the right forearm and bring it across the shin. Left hand is coming back behind you. Fingertips are facing away. Yes. And then you're sitting up tall on the sit bones. Think boat pose in the upper body. The left chest is opening and then the gaze follows. Let's take a nice breath in here in this open twist. Exhale. And then again. And then other side. Let's let the gaze come through center. Torso unfurls. Let's take the left arm across, the shins coming across. Sorry, my back is going to be to you. Your right hand is coming back behind you. And then again, sitting up tall, a little bit of a push into the right fingertips to lift the upper chest. Take a breath, and then as you exhale, the right shoulder moves back and the gaze follows. Okay, the gaze is coming through center. We unfurl. You're going to stay just like this. Maybe tuck it in just a little more with the feet coming into the seat. And we're going to give ourselves a nice big hug. So you're just going to wrap your arms outside or behind and just tuck the chin, round the upper back. Think of it like a cat spine, spreading the space between the shoulder blades as well as just the back of the heart. Okay, we'll go ahead and look up. Let's make our way into a tabletop position. Okay, so in our tabletop, let's take a few circles here. So the palms are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. Let's keep the toes tucked. And then we're taking circles. Circles over the wrists. We can start like this. They can be kind of small. And then from here, if you like, you can start to take this even bigger and let the seat start to come back. The toes are untucked, and then we're coming forward. So we're taking as big of circles as you like. And then let's switch directions. Okay, then take one circle in the direction that feels the most natural to you. And then we'll come to center. Take your knees a little bit wide. Think child's pose in the knees. Turn the right fingertips out towards, let's say, 1, 2 o'clock. We're lifting the left arm all the way up. Roll out the wrist. The other direction. Then we're taking full circles with this left arm. Any range of motion. Take a nice breath. Other direction. Okay, next time the left arm lifts up, let's take the hand to the back of the head, hand to the back of the head, and then we lean back. The left chest is opening. The left side of the rib cage is spiraling up. Open in the armpit chest. Take a nice breath in. Exhale. Let's re-extend the left hand high and come into thread the needle. So we'll take the left arm underneath, come onto the left shoulder, left side of the head. And then you can keep the right hand where it is, or you may consider walking it forward. Pushing into the right hand will help rotate the right side of the heart up to the sky. Take a breath. Okay, great. Walk the right hand in front of the face if it's not. Push down as you inhale. Let's re-extend this left arm all the way up. And then the left hand plants. Let's take it to the other side. So it's nice to have wide in the knees. I like a little bit of a wider base. Then turn the left fingers out to the left, let's say 10, 11 o'clock. And then inhale the right arm up. And let's start with the wrist. Roll it out. And the other direction. And then we'll take circles with the arm. And the other direction. Okay, next time the arm comes up, leave it up. Then take the right hand behind the back of the head. And then take your head back and use it as an assist to open up this armpit chest, the lats, the side waist. Take a nice breath in. All right, let's re-extend the right arm. Now we're taking thread the needle. Right arm is sliding through, coming onto the right shoulder, right side of the face. You can keep the left hand in front of you, or you can walk the left hand forward and use it to help open up the left rib cage. Okay, left hand is coming back in front of the face. Push down. Inhale the right arm all the way up. And then both hands are coming down. We're returning into a classic table. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow, warm up the spine in this way. Inhaling to a cow pose, and then exhaling to a cat. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. We'll come into a child's pose now, feet together, knees wide, hips are sliding back. Long in the torso, the belly, the heart. Forearms touching down, brow touching down. Okay, let's push into the hands and make our way into a downward facing dog. And when you land in your downward facing dog, go ahead and feel free to take some free form movement, bending the knees, pedaling up the heels. You can slide forward and back. And then let's take a moment to pause in the traditional downward facing dog. So the wrist creases are aligned. Maybe take a look, see that they're lined up. Spread the fingers, push through the pointer and the thumb side of the hand. Then we take a look at the feet. The feet are hips distance, maybe slightly wider if the shoulders are a little tighter. Let's push down and forward with the hands so that the side waist become longer. Lift the hip creases up. Then allow the back of the legs to become longer as the heels drop and move the shoulders away from the ears. Let the head be free. Let's take a big breath in here. Exhale it out. Let's bring the feet all the way together now. Split your right leg up to the sky. Let's point the toe. Lift the left heel. Let the right leg go higher. Left heel lifts, right leg goes higher. Left heel lifts, right leg goes higher. And then see if you can keep that right leg lifted as you come forward into the top of a push-up, but it's like one-legged push-up. And then as you exhale, you decide Chaturanga Dandasana, or you can drop both knees. Whole body comes to the ground, elbows narrow. Slide the chest up, come into your first back bend, upward facing dog or cobra. Let's take an extra breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, then we'll take the other side. So let's bring the feet together in down dog. Split the left leg high, point the toe, lift the right heel, and then right heel lifts, left leg gets higher. Again, right heel lifts, left leg gets higher. And last time, take a breath in. And then coming forward into the top of a push-up, let's see if the left leg can hover in that high plank. And then if you like, you can drop both knees or chaturanga. Inhale the heart up, just one breath here. Back bend of your choice, downward facing dog. Let's inhale and look forward to the hands. Take your feet to the outside of the hands, feet to the outside of the hands. Then from here, let's begin to drop the hips. We'll surf a little bit left and right, preparing for a goddess pose. From here, the weight of the body is coming into the heels of the feet. The elbows are coming on the inner knees. The palms are together at the heart. See if you can drop the tail and lift the chest. The crown of the head lifts. You can keep the gaze downward. You can close the eyes, or you can take the gaze up. Whatever's going to suit the mood, whatever's going to help find balance in the body. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Nice and potent in their ujjayi capacity, inhaling through the nose into the diaphragm, exhaling from the diaphragm through the nose. And then again. Okay, as you're ready, let's release the hands and lift the hips. You can bring the feet underneath the hips, take a halfway lift, long in the torso, and then exhale, fold in and down. Let's come into a ragdoll. You can take the feet a little wider if you like. Let the spine grow longer. You can grab opposite elbows. And again, you can be still here, or you can swing and sway. Feel a sense of lengthening in the spine, the back of the neck, releasing the weight of the head. Okay, as you're ready, let's release the hands, and slowly, slowly, we'll begin to come to standing. Once you make your way to standing, go ahead and take a few shoulder rolls. I feel like they always just come intuitively anyways. Let's take Tadasana, mountain pose, Samasthiti. The feet are directly underneath the hips, the toes are forward. The thighs are lifting. The kneecaps are lifting. The tailbone is slightly tucked, a gentle tone in the belly. The chest is uplifted and the arms are relaxed alongside you. The chin is level. We push into the feet to lift the crown of the head up. And then if you like, you can close your eyes and just feel the nature of your being here. Taking a moment to pause in stillness and check in. Give the body a moment to orient itself to standing. And take a moment in this posture to stand in our own personal power. Let's join the palms together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. Taking a moment to give this time for your own individual practice and together a sense of meaning. What is it that brought you here? What is it that called you to invest this precious time? Let that intention just be infused throughout the whole body, from the soles of the feet up, through the limbs, the crown of the head. And then from here, let's reach the arms up, the palms can part. Take a breath in. As you exhale, fold in and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step the feet back. Taking a classic Sun A. High plank through Chaturanga or modified. Inhaling into a cobra or an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take one Ujjayi breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Allowing the heels to rise, look to the hands, step forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale as you bow. Inhale, reach all the way to stand. The arms come up. Here, let's cactus the elbows. Take the shoulder blades together, lift the chest. And then inhale, let's take the arms back up. Exhale, fold in and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take the hands down, step the feet back. High plank to low. Inhaling the heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's bring the feet together and split the right leg to the sky. And then bringing the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Right foot to the outside of the right hand. Let's drop the left knee down. I like to come to fingertips here. Straight, long arms. The torso is long. The chest is broad. Squeeze the blades together. Take a nice breath in. The pelvis is coming forward. Let's plant the left palm down. Right hand is coming on top of the right thigh. Lengthen the torso first. Think halfway lift. Then rotate the right side of the chest up towards the sky. And then take the right arm up if that's the right move for you. You can stay just like this. You can take the hand to the back of the head, or you may consider reaching the right arm back behind you and considering picking up the left foot with the right hand. You can reach for the pinky toe edge of the foot and the thumb is up. If you can't reach and you just want to give it a try, go for it. Take a nice breath in. And then as you exhale, release if you're bound or no matter where you are. And then the hands will come down. We'll remain like this, except for you can consider going in deeper into your visor. So you can come flat palm. You can come just the left forearm. You may consider both forearms. If you have blocks where you are, you can rest the forearms on blocks. So you design this lizard pose. You can remain still or you can take a few rocks and sways. We've got 3 breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Okay, we inhale to look up. Flat palms, straight arms. Let's come off of the back knee now, and we're hopping this foot forward slightly. So we're setting up for a pyramid pose. So the left foot is coming forward, but the feet are wide. The feet are hips width minimum distance. Let's inhale into a halfway lift. You can bring the hands to the hips. Push the feet down and away from each other, long ways on your mat. Take a breath in. With the right hand in the right hip crease, draw it back so the torso stays long as you fold the upper body over that right leg. You may bring the hands down. If you need to, of course, you can bend the right knee. If you have blocks, you can bring your hands on blocks. See if you can bring the blades together and extend the heart forward. Okay, we're looking forward. Have the upper body come all the way up. Arms can reach up. And then from here, we're opening this up into a warrior 2. Adjust your stance. It's going to be longer now. Right heel is intersecting the left arch. The arms are at shoulder height. I like to sometimes take this in a little bit of a softer variation with the arms. You can relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. Palms can be face up. So you can remain in this variation, especially if there's a lot of tension in the shoulders, you can remain like this. Otherwise, you can come to the traditional sense with the arms straight and the palms down. Right knee is bent and the right knee is moving over towards the pinky toe edge of that right foot. And then we wake up this back leg by pushing into the pinky toe edge of the left foot. The inner thigh will lift. Take a peek at your right toes. Are they facing forward? Adjust those toes. Reverse your warrior. Left hand is sliding down the left thigh, right arm is coming up. Keep the bend in the right knee. Then we lift the upper body up. We're coming into an extended side angle. I like to take the forearm down onto the right thigh. Forearm is face up, palm is face up. This is active, yes. Right shoulder is moving away from you. Sometimes you want to make a phone call and draw it away. Left arm is reaching up and over. And we've got this long, like lightning bolt of energy from the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Inner thigh is engaged. And we've got long lines from the outer hip all the way out to the fingertips. Take a breath in. You may consider taking a half bind here. Let's slide the hand behind the low back. Maybe it stays at the low back. Maybe you find your right thigh. Let's take the gaze down, stretch out the left side of the neck. We'll start to spring this open. Straighten out the right leg. Right hand is coming down. We've got a bound triangle pose. The gaze can return back upward if you like. You can release the left arm up if you like. Okay, we're taking the gaze down. Both hands are coming down, peeling the left heel up. We're returning into a low lunge. The right leg goes back. You're in the top of a push-up. Optional vinyasa, or you can come right into downward facing dog. Okay. Great job, everybody. Just take a nice big breath. Exhale it all the way out. We're coming right into the left side. Let's bring the feet together, then split your left leg high. Coming forward, the left foot is coming to the outside of the left hand. Let's go ahead and drop the right knee down. So we pause here. You can come to fingertips if you'd like to lift this up a little, extend the torso. The chest is broad. If you have blocks, of course, you can use blocks. So the intention is for long lines. The pelvis is coming forward, nice stretch for the hip flexor. Then with a flat right palm, left hand can come to left thigh. And before we take the twist, let's lengthen. Take the heart away from the belly, get longer in the front of the torso. Now we can push into the left hand and let the left rib cage lift open. Left arm comes up. You can leave it right here. If you'd like to take that bind, the left hand will come back behind you. And then we'll pick up this right foot. It's on the pinky toe side of the foot. And the foot is moving away from you. It doesn't necessarily need to come in here. The foot is moving away. And we've got this beautiful quadricep opener, nice twist. Take a breath in. If you can't reach, don't worry about it. You can just reach for it. And then we'll take the gaze down. Release if you're bound. Both hands are on the inside. And then you choose your own adventure with the variation for this lizard. So you can stay as you are, or you can take just the right forearm down, or you can take both forearms down. If you want to prop yourself up slightly and you've got blocks or books, you can prop yourself up here. Let's take 3 breaths. Okay, we're coming to straight arms now. Upper body lifts up on the inhale. We'll come off of the back right knee, and then lifting the hips, let's frame this left foot, hop your right foot forward slightly. The right toes are facing the front right corner of your mat, but the feet are still hips distance. Let's take the hands to the hips and take a flat back, strengthen the back. The heart is coming forward. Take your left hand into your left hip crease. As you exhale, keep drawing that left hip crease back as you bow over the left leg, hinging from the hips. Release the hands. Take a breath here. Okay, we'll slowly begin to look forward. Bring yourself all the way up, arms come up, and then let's open into a warrior 2 stance. Left heel is intersecting the right arch. The stance is longer than it was in that pyramid. And then let's start with the soft shoulder variation. Soft shoulders, soft elbows, palms up in a gesture of reception. Orient the legs first. The left knee is bent, the knee is reaching towards the pinky toe edge. This right foot, we're grounding through the pinky toe edge, lifting the inner thigh. And you can keep your arms like this, or if you'd like to straighten them out and take the gaze down the left hand, you decide. We'll reverse the warrior, right hand coming down, left arm coming up and over. And then we'll make our way into extended side angle. Left forearm is coming down, forearm is face up, palm is face up. Be mindful that this left shoulder is not crunching up to the ear. Make space, move it away. Right arm is reaching overhead, nice and long. That long line of energy from the right pinky toe edge, up the leg, outer hip, arm, off the fingertips. You can stay just as you are. You may consider taking that half bind with the right arm. And if you do take that bind, take your gaze down and stretch out the right side of the neck. Then from here, you can keep that bind as we transition into triangles. Straighten the left leg. Left hand is coming down. And then from here, you can stay half bound or you can extend the right arm open. If you find that you're leaning forward in this posture, lift yourself up more. Bring your hand higher along your left leg. Create more open lines. Take a nice breath in. And then exhale, we'll look down. Both hands come down. Peel the right heel up. Step the left leg back. Take a vinyasa, or we meet in downward facing dog. Moving through chaturanga or modified, coming into your back bend. Down dog.
Okay, let's go ahead and drop to the knees.
And we'll let the upper body lift up. We're going to prepare for a couple of rounds of camel pose. So if you need a little extra cushion for your knees, you can always fold over the top edge of your mat and give yourself a little extra cushion. And then from here, we'll tuck the toes for all. Even if you're very seasoned, we'll tuck the toes because you don't have as far back to go if the toes are tucked. Okay, so from here, we can take the hands to the low back. And the idea is it's not just that we're bending back, but we're lifting up. So we're lifting the heart up as the pelvic points are coming forward. Lift the heart up, tuck the tail, lift the heart up, tuck the tail, lift the heart up, tuck the tail. And then if you like, you can reach back with the right hand for the right heel. You can take this one-handed, keep the left hand supporting the low back. If this is familiar to you, you can take both hands back and then keep working the back bend. Tuck the tail, pelvic points forward, heart is lifting up, back of the head can go back any amount. Don't forget to breathe, open the throat. Okay, inhale to come out. The head can lift, the hands are coming to the low back. Take a moment to pause, breathe. Okay, we're gonna do it again. You can do this just as is with the toes tucked. If this again is familiar and your back body feels ready, then you can untuck the toes and come into the fuller variation. I'm gonna stay with the toes tucked. So here we go. Hands are on the low back. Make sure the knees haven't come too wide. And then what are we doing? We're tucking the tail so that the pelvic points can come up, and then we lift the heart. Imagine you've got 1,000 balloons lifting the heart up. And then again, tuck, pelvic forward, heart up. Tuck, pelvic forward, heart up. And then from here, you can release. If you only did one hand, you can release the left hand. Start there, both hands. We'll take 3 breaths wherever you land. Oh, they're so revitalizing, these back bends. Take a nice breath in. Okay, coming out. Hands are coming to the low back. Upper body is lifting up. You can take a seat on the heels. If you padded your mat, you can unpad. Let's come into a Sphinx pose now. So the forearms are coming down. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. The forearms are parallel. Let's spread the fingers out so you've got a good amount of space. You feel grounded in the whole palm all the way up the forearm. It's easy to get a little schlumpy here. The shoulders coming to the ears. Let's push down with the forearms so the upper arms become longer. And then the head is neutral. You can bring the legs together. The toenail side of the feet is down. Let's take 3 long breaths here, enjoying this beautiful supported back bend. Take one slight variation here. We're going to puff up the upper back as you tuck the chin in towards the chest. Pushing into the forearm slightly. And then we'll inhale, come back to centered neutral. We're doing that 2 more times. Puff the upper back and tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale to come to neutral. Last time, puff the upper back. Exhale, tuck the chin. And then we'll inhale to come to neutral. Bring your elbows out of the way. Upper body is coming down, hands next to the chest, downward facing dog.
Hmm. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and look forward to the hands and we'll take a seat. So, however you'd like to get there, we'll take a seat, extending the legs straight and long.
So take our classic Paschimottanasana. So think of as if when we were standing, the legs are directly out from the hips and the toes are facing forward. We're flexing at the ankles. The thighs are lifting up. Actually, let's start with Dandasana first. Let's start with staff pose. Take the hands on either sides of the hips and push down. Yes, lifting the chest. The body is firm and engaged. The dristi, the gaze point, is down and forward. Okay, now let's come into our Paschimottanasana. So reminding us that we're hinging from the hips here. We're not rounding in the upper back, but we're staying long in the torso and folding forward from the hips. So you can walk the hands forward if you like, wherever they land. If you can reach your feet, great. If not, don't worry about it. We'll take this as a longer held posture, let's say 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds of breath, very cooling to the nervous system, calming to the nervous system. So knowing that we're going to be here for a while, just go ahead and settle in. One more breath right here. And slowly, slowly, we're coming up to a seat. Let's turn this into a twist. We'll take the left knee. I'm mirroring you now. We'll take the left knee, bend it. The sole of the foot is coming to the outside of the right leg. The left hand will come back behind you. Up to you if you'd like to take this a little more open. The arm will wrap in front. A tighter twist is the elbow is outside of the knee. So you decide what's going to work best for you. Then from here, come into this variation. Give yourself a little breathing room. Take a breath in. And then belly comes into the spine as the left chest rotates open and the gaze follows. Okay, the gaze will come through center. We'll unfurl the torso, take both hands to the right and bow. Inhale to sit up. We'll unpack this left leg and move right into the other side. So the knee bends, the sole of the foot comes to the outside, sitting up nice and tall. Right hand is coming back behind you. Choose the variation more open or tighter. And give yourself a little breathing room for that inhale. And then exhale, right chest opens, gaze follows. Okay, we'll begin to unfurl. Gaze comes through center. Both hands come to the left and bow. We'll inhale to come up. Let's bring the soles of the feet together with the knees dropping wide. We'll take this a little bit more of an open variation. So a Baddha Konasana, but wide. So the feet are somewhat together, and then we're hitchhiking the hips back, 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 left, right, so that the pelvis is already in the position ready to forward fold. Take a nice breath in, and then exhale as you bow. Okay, we'll slowly inhale to rise, and then coming onto your back. And once you're on your back, bring your knees into your chest. Take some circles with the knees, massage out the low back. We did a good amount of back bending. Let the nose come up to the knees here. And take just your right knee in and extend your left leg out. It's hovering. And then we'll switch. Left knee in, right leg long, hover. Keep lifting with the chest. And we're switching back and forth, left, right. Do your best to keep your chest lifted. Continue to breathe. Just a few more. And then the next time that your right knee comes into your chest, let's leave it there. Upper body comes down, and we'll set up for a twist. So coming onto the left hip, bring the knee across center, come all the way onto the outer left hip. The right arm can extend open, the gaze can follow that right arm. And slowly, slowly, we'll come back through center. You can take the soles of the feet down with the knees bent and windshield wiper the knees left and right. And then coming through center, we'll take the left knee into the chest. The right leg is coming all the way to the ground. And then setting up for the twist on this side, coming fully onto the outer right hip. Left knee is coming across. You can open your left arm. If your left shoulder is very lifted, see if you can slide your right shoulder over towards the right, and that will help soften the left towards the ground. And then take a few nice belly breaths here, soothing the outer hip and the back. Give it some time. Okay, then as you're ready, we're slowly sliding back through center. Let's take a full body stretch now. Reach the arms overhead, point the toes, lift the middle ribs, take a nice big full stretch in. And then as you're ready, go ahead and begin to place yourself into Shavasana. If there's anything else that you need before you land, or if you want to set up with any props to allow yourself to feel fully supported in this divine rest. Being reminded here once again of the reason that you dedicated this time. ensuring that it's positive and allowing your body to be infused with this intention. And then we let it go. Allow there to be now a formlessness to your body, expansive in all directions. The breath is flowing freely. And we have time to enjoy this divine rest. Becoming aware of your breathing. Becoming aware of your body. Begin to take gentle movement. And as you're ready, tipping onto one side in the fetal position, just go ahead and tuck yourself in, get nice and cozy, and pause. And then slowly pressing yourself up to a seat. Just take a moment here to become aware of your breath, your body, nature of your being as a whole. Joining the palms together at the heart. We'll take a final breath in together. Nice big inhale. Exhale it all the way out. A humble bow into